Menu narration set to 100.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. Off we go through a driving rainstorm here in Baltimore. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get... Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd down and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That one caught LaDante Wester. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And 1.
Jackson looking to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a shot here, deep middle.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third and a yard. We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. Oh, he didn't need much. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
That back has to make someone miss in the backfield. That's all they need to throw off the timing. He's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense holds him to no gain, brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
They get an even 20 on that one. It's a Browns first down.
First and 10.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Mike Green getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. Back to throw. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and a long way to go. They'll look to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball. So it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Rashad Bateman. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. It's Jackson. He's got his man, and that's goal. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson going to give it up on the pop pass. He's got room to roam. And he will get into the end zone. Rajante Wester. Touchdown, Ravens. That is first touchdown of the new year. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Browns nothing. Tyler Loop.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll look to throw here on first down. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
They'll run the sneak. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
Pretty curious decision there, Mike, to go quarterback sneak on second down. It's typically something that we see on third and fourth down. But in this case, the play caller wanted to convert this first down. Don't leave anything to chance, and he's able to get a fresh set of downs.
They run over center with Robinson. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It is a big play for the Browns. 32 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
And out of the gun, he'll throw. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Browns. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. on is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 44-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And the Baltimore.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
At the 46-yard line.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with a second down and 10. Jackson. A throw right side, pulled in by Noel. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's third.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Jackson now. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On first and 10, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and
Here's
2
second and 2.
at the 17-yard line.
Now give up the middle. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
At the 10-yard line.
Jackson now on second down. He's got a man. That's Noel.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
on third down. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
His kick is perfect. And the Ravens will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson going to keep it himself. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball is put right on the money for a big pickup.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 32 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward.
Here's a second and 9.
At the 14-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
9 yards to go.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
On fourth down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens start back within a point. It's 14-13.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Second and 1 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 1. Here's a run with their tight end. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Set to go now on first and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Escaping to his left. He keeps it himself. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
He'll drop to throw. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Back to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 17.
Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drive to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Is good. Makes the score Browns 21, Ravens 13.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. A first down throw for Jackson. To the left side and caught by Noel. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Throwing Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Moa on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard
Second down,
line.
8 to go from the 28. Now it's Jackson. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. Third down coming up.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Ooh. Whoa! A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. That one caught by Noel. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's Jackson. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw. Right side, taken by Njoku. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line.
15 yards.
How about 15 yards to kick off the drive? It's a first down.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake, so they miss the field goal, you take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. So what do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start, and it's exactly what they're able to do on that first down play.
Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Browns. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. A throw right side, pulled in by Noel. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second and a yard at the
From the 46. Here's second down and a yard. Jackson. That's into the hands of Lester. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. The trap taken in by Noel. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 13-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And the Ravens are going to be set up first and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Now here's second and goal. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will cut the deficit to 7.
27. Ravens 20.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
40-yard line.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. He'll look to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku.
First down pass. complete to David Njoku. A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
First and 10.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raven first down.
13-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. Not much room to speak of. They'll take this to the 11th.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So It's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That one caught by Weston. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, first and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Play action now. Jackson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Noel. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down. Back to throw. Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
First and 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down and goal. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many times?
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
16 yards.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll drop to throw.
The pass. Mike Green on the stop. Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw, and that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is Myles Garrett in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. On target for Laporta. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 22
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he will have the Ravens first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. To the pylon, he's in. Rajante Wester. Touchdown, Ravens. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Curtin Simpson. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season.